Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Well, happy Boxing Day 2023. I actually had some misconceptions about what Boxing Day was all about when I was a kid. I think I was in first grade, and our school calendar had listed December 26th as Boxing Day. And I just thought that it meant the day when we get rid of all of our boxes from opening Christmas presents, right? So, for example, this year I bought another 400 pounds worth of bismuth and some other metals to make, you guys saw yesterday, this is actually alloy of bismuth and tin. I've been perfecting the exact alloy to get it to pour just right, and hopefully I can find a way to anodize it. That's the trickiest part of it. The other tricky part is that tin's considerably more expensive than bismuth, but I think that will change in the future anyway. But it makes it a little bit trickier to resell. And but it pours so much better. I'll probably do some out of pure bismuth as well that I anodize, and some out of the alloy that pours better. Okay, but so Boxing Day was the day we get rid of all of those boxes, right, from the bismuth and the tin. I actually burn a lot of the packaging material, because when the bismuth comes, it flakes all over the box, and I hate to lose any of the bismuth. So what I end up doing is cutting up the boxes, and when I do the carbothermal reduction, you need a source of organic material anyway. I'll just use the cardboard from the boxes as my reducing fuel. I don't know. I just really despised any losses in the bismuth. Ditto when I sand anything, right? I keep sandpaper around just as my carbothermal reduction material, so I hardly have any boxes, right? But this year I'm so pleased that the year is finally ending. I actually go look up my videos. I sang a parody of Joy to the World, because this whole year has been marked by, in some ways it was one of the best years of my life. I got out of a toxic job, I landed a couple of dream jobs, and I spoke up for myself and all that. I really ramped up my art projects. I'm just about to celebrate my 4th Curie anniversary, right? A Curie year being the half-life of polonium-210, of making bismuth arts. And but at the same time, I wish things didn't bear down on me so fast, right? So, for example, when I have a toxic situation at work, and it still happens, even at my dream job, sometimes people do the wackiest of things, right? If I could have more time to digest it and problem solve it, instead of having to respond out of my gut, right? A lot of times that's what gets me in trouble. I had a student, he had been multiple exams behind. He made up some excuses and wondered what he could do to catch up on the homework. And some of these people are really persistent, and it got me nervous. And I emailed my chair. I made the mistake. The chair sent out a lot of emails. I made the mistake of replying to one of his emails and not even reading his email. And then I looped in the student, and the chair got very upset that the student had gotten wind of some stuff that was supposed to be only internal. I got anxious about the student pestering me almost every day about his grade, and I got concerned about our grade books are not very easy to see. That's the kind of stuff where I wish I had more time to digest, right? In an ideal world where I could sit on it, right, it wouldn't have played out that way, right? Sometimes I run into drama with well, I live with roommates, and sometimes finding the right time to do bismuth art where I'm not going to be interrupted, because some of these things are kind of dangerous, or you don't want interruption. And so I want to find out when my roommates are going away on vacation. And sometimes people think I'm a little bit more nosy than I need to be. that's the kind of stuff where if I had time to talk it over with my roommates. Unfortunately, we also live in a culture where people don't like to talk, right? That's the other problem. But the main theme of 2023 is things bearing down on me faster than I could digest it all, right? Roommate dramas, work dramas, you know, the art shows come at a certain time and I'm often not ready for it, and negotiating things at work, and trying to juggle multiple things, right? It didn't help that I got COVID-19 twice during the year, and also developed long COVID after the second one, and I lost my appetite. But having said that, it wasn't the worst year in my life, right? I can think of other years that have had dramas like that, but nothing in the sense of things bearing down on me too fast, right? So when I think about the last few years, obviously there was 2019 when I was getting ready to say goodbye to my single life. I thought I had met the girl of my dreams, and then I don't need to tell you guys what 2020 was all about, right? 2021 was all about the dramas of being different. You know, we all took care of my other colleagues who had families and children to take care of, and nobody really wanted to care about me. And I ended up taking all the shitty work, right? 2022 was kind of a continuation of that until I left all the toxic jobs in 2023 and started having these burnout, life going too fast. So we had the saying goodbye to single life, the quarantine, prejudice, and now life spinning out of control, right? I can't say which one was the worst, right? They all had their toxicity flavors, right? All right, hopefully 2024 I'll probably find some other way to make life toxic, but hopefully some other solutions as well. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. By the way, if anybody can find a silicone mold that can pour a dislike finger, I want to pour a dislike that is at least hundreds of pounds. I don't know why. One of my favorite unsolved mystery stories when I was a kid was a Filipino locksmith who had found this one-ton Buddha made of gold while treasure hunting, and the president of the Philippines at the time, Ferdinand Marcos, had confiscated it, and it was not only was he battling in court, I think he took it up with the Hawaii courts, but the Buddha was never seen again. Marcos had replaced the Buddha with a fake made of some other metal. Now the joke's really going to be on Marcos if whatever metal we used becomes more valuable than gold in the coming decades, which is not that far-fetched in my opinion. I don't know what he used, but if it were bronze and it has tin in it, there are certain kinds of bronze that have bismuth as well, and the joke's on him, right? Gold might become the cheapest metal of them all in the next 100 years. I talked about this in other videos. Now I can kind of see myself one day somebody digging up my treasure, and somebody like Hillary Clinton wanting to confiscate it to sell it to Russia. Russia could then use it to make poison for their spies, right? I can kind of see that story replaying itself all over again, right? So if you find, I want to pour something like that, hundreds of pounds of bismuth like that, and it will stay with me forever until somebody decides to dig it up, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.